Iyan. I decided to major in communications and new media at NUS because I wanted to develop my writing skills, and I also had an interest in technology. So things like social media, uh, content curation, maybe coding skills, right? On the media, on the aspect of media, and I really thought that CNM would be able to offer me all of these skills lah. And I really enjoyed, I think, the flexibility of NUS in allowing me to pursue a major minor combination lah, that I wanted to pursue. So for example, I don't just major in CNM, but I also do a double minor in history and interactive media development. Yeah, so history is my passion, and interactive media development allows me to focus on coding skills or UX, UI skills. So user experience, user interface skills, which will help me in communications and new media as a whole. Yeah. Well, currently, I haven't really done many modules because I'm only in my first semester. Actually, I'm a year one, but I have done a few modules in quantitative research as well as psychology of social media. And I would say, from what I've been introduced to in communications and new media so far, I've actually really enjoyed the aspect of learning about media, particularly because it permeates all aspects, right, of our lives. For example, any lessons that I learn in school can be applied to real life. I can use case studies such as the maybe NOC saga, or perhaps in the parliament to study how these media theories apply. And that really helps me to digest, how these concepts work. Yeah, and I do enjoy, I think, the fact that media encompasses a wide variety of, fields and skills, right? Which is something I actually treasure because I'm a person who values knowledge a lot, and learning diversity of skills actually, I think, will put me in greater state for the future. I am actually a pretty organized person. I plan in future in advance. So before I entered university, I actually planned way back in junior college. So I prepared for university all the way from the end of my A levels throughout NS and through university. So what I did was to plan what kind of modules I wanted to take in CNM, so that when I entered, I wouldn't be lost as to the path that I wanted to take in NUS, and so I wouldn't miss out on any opportunities that would be available. And what I did as well was to talk to seniors and friends who are in the major and in NUS, so that I could be prepared for the environment and the rigor of the studies. Yeah, I also made sure to plan extensively during the orientation camps, where I managed to get the bulk of the information regarding current university life, and that actually really helped me a lot because the seniors there had the best resources, and that allowed me to plan things such as my timetable, the way I wanted to study, maybe tips and tricks for surviving the academic semester, which really helped me, especially since my semester one was actually quite overwhelming, since I took up quite a lot of opportunities. Right. So I am interested in the career path of being a user interface researcher. So working with people researching perhaps products, right? And taking CNM actually allows me to dive deeper into that role because again, the role of a UI researcher is within the media field, and my minors also were specifically chosen, IMD, to sort of pursue skills that would be applicable to this role. Alternatively, I also have good writing skills, and I may change my career path to being a journalist or an editor. Yeah. So currently, I'm not 100% certain on whether I'll pursue the UI research field, but I am trying to get experience in these fields, especially through internships and workshops, to sort of get a gauge on would I really enjoy my time in this field. For example, I think just yesterday and today actually, I attended workshops hosted by CNM and MediaCorp, and we went through, for example, how to create TikToks or data analytics using social media sites, and I thought that was really, really useful. Something that I got to learn from real industry experts. Yeah. Besides UI UX, I am definitely trying to develop my writing skills. So actually, what I've been doing is in school we used to write in a very narrative or argumentative style. But what I've been doing so far is trying out a host of writing styles. So for example, I've been doing food reviews, historical reviews. I've been going to organizations and individuals to write for them uh, in different scenarios. So for example, recently I did an article on the recently opened Bukit Chandu Museum, and I thought it was really fun because I got to go there and act as a journalist, and I interviewed the curator, went through the whole museum and published an article on it, and I get to be edited by a professional, which has improved my writing, the quality of my writing immensely. Yeah, and I think besides writing, I do want to gain experience in a lot of areas in which I feel that I lack in, especially photography and things like skills like storyboarding or design. Because I do actually really like design. For example, maybe storyboarding for social media posts. But I wasn't really exposed to this sort of opportunities before. So in CNM, I hope to take modules that focus on these aspects and develop my skills in them, as well as to perhaps meet people who are much more talented than me in these aspects and learn from them how to perhaps make myself better. Yeah. So, firstly, I've been exposed to interdisciplinary studies in two ways. So one is through the College of Humanities and Sciences, so CHS Common Curriculum. This semester, I took the design thinking module, and I thought it was really fun because we got to make wallets and focus on the aspect of ideation and prototyping. And this was definitely a useful skill because I'm not really good with hands-on stuff, and I appreciated learning from people who are better at this and being able to sort of learn how to apply these hands-on design thinking skills into my major. Yeah. For example, my professor actually asked me how would I integrate the skills I learned into my major itself, and he questioned me on that, and so I had to think about it, right? And I think it gave me a lot of insights into maybe in CNM, how I could think out of the box. So first up is through CHS, and second is actually through an academic program that I'm in. So I'm in the University Scholars Program (USP), and there's a program that actually focuses on interdisciplinary learning. So the modules we take focus on integrating perhaps math, sciences, and the arts, right, into like a certain module. And I actually really enjoy it because, again, I'm a person who values knowledge, and I really enjoy the learning process. So I enjoy learning a multiplicity of skills, and knowledge from different fields, and see how I can best combine them to suit me, perhaps in future, or maybe even right now with my studies and my real life commitments. Ooh, okay. It might be a bit difficult because of COVID. So I haven't really gone to school much. But definitely one thing that I really enjoy is the variety of workshops that the school tries to bring to us. I think because of COVID, we haven't really been able to meet up, right? But the school has tried to organize, especially CNM, has tried to organize workshops and I guess sessions for students to sort of bond together and still accrue skills. So for example, I think I mentioned this earlier, we had a MediaCorp event yesterday and today that was organized that taught us about, allowed us to meet with industry experts. For example, I think someone from Wild Banana came down, a few people from MediaCorp, and that was really interesting. I got to meet people from CNM who were interested in the same things as I was, and I think we got to try out a few challenges. Yeah, and I guess another aspect that I found really exciting was the modules offered in FASS itself. And in CNM, I haven't really tried the other FASS modules. So I think there's a variety of modules offered. So like I said, I took a module on psychology and I took a module on research. So these are slightly two different things, right? But it still covered media aspects, and I actually really enjoyed learning these two modules, especially my quantitative research module, because I haven't really been exposed to the research field before coming to uni, and I was quite taken aback at the level of depth and quality that we needed to put in to produce perhaps a individual critic essay on a report. Yeah. or and as for university life itself, I think I really enjoy the interactions with people who come here because I think everybody here is unique, and they really bring everyone here is quite committed, right, and unique, and they really bring something that I feel that I can learn from. And being here, I think, in a very conducive environment has really made me become, I think, much more infatuated with learning and growing to be a better person. Yeah.